How's it going, y'all? Michael Jerome here. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. Man, I feel like I let myself down here. I'm a huge Joji fan, and I did not hear about this. So, I mean, I'm here the same day that it came out, so it's not horrible. But I missed the midnight release of this. We got a new single off of a project that's going to be coming out called Smithereens. And we do have a confirmed release date on that project, too, now. So go ahead, mark your calendars. November 4th of this year, we're getting Smithereens, a new album by Joji. But yeah, for those of you who don't know, well, I do have the reaction glimpse of us on the channel. Go check that out. I sort of explained there how I got into Joji, but Nectar is one of my favorite albums of all time. Ballads isn't too shabby either. But yeah, I absolutely love Joji's music. I listened to Nectar at a time where the lyrics really spoke to me, and from there is history. I just dug deep into discography and just love everything he's put out. Obviously, there's a very interesting backstory to Joji. We won't get into that here, but yeah, I'm just excited to listen to this new single. It will be off of the Smithereens album coming November 4th. Without any further ado, let's just get right into it. We got Yukon, Interlude. What the hell? I just gotta say, Joji always has some very unique music videos, right? Like, I mean, I always think back to, I think it was Sanctuary, where they're out in space, and then like the second half of that music video is just really fucking weird. But yeah, he just has some really awesome music videos. I enjoyed Run, where it's basically just him running through this sort of like terminal with all this weird stuff happening, and just sort of represent the chaos to it. And there's always seems to be like some extra meaning to his music videos. They extend the music itself, which isn't always the case when it comes to music videos. Anyways, I don't know what any of this means. I don't know what that mask was supposed to represent. But let's keep it rolling. This is very reminiscent of gosh, what's that track called? It's the intro on Ballads 1. Just the way the piano comes in. And I'm okay. I always say I'm a sucker for piano and strings. Joji is typically very piano heavy in his music. And I dig that shit. I don't know why that always sounds so good to me. But it's something I always enjoy hearing. If you throw some nice somber piano in a song, I'm probably gonna like it. If you throw some violins or some shit in there, I'm probably gonna like it.
And my eyes get low in that all-white truck. I can barely see.
This always sounds good.
I might be forever gone. And my eyes get
Man, okay, few things. I might just be a fanboy. I might be a stan, but isn't his voice just fucking beautiful? Like, God, bro. To think that, he went from a YouTube personality to a legit singer who actually has an incredible voice. It blows my mind every time I listen to some of his stuff. And this is no exception. That intro that started real somber before the beat came in, it just sort of lulls you in, and then the beat comes at you, and it's just everything. The layers just mold so well together. Lyrically, I mean, it sounds like he's talking a lot about vehicles. He mentioned all white truck. He mentioned Mercury. He mentioned Chevron. So I don't know where the analogy is yet, but we'll keep it rolling.
in a time so slow. I was thinking about us rearranging pieces, speeding up on that all-black demon. Going west, my voice will be their voice until I'm free. My hands will be their hands until I'm free.
Dope visuals too. Like, I remember you mentioned Mercury at the beginning, and touching the disco ball, you see the liquid coming down. It could be reminiscent of that, I guess. But I mean, the visuals here are also dope as fuck. Interesting. So the end of this video, everything goes in reverse. I'm gonna look at the lyrics here. One sec. Yeah, so if we check out the lyrics, we get to that outro part. Excuse all the ads here. We got to the outro part, and it talks about freedom, right? So my voice will be their voice until I'm free. My hands will be their hands until I'm free. So I mean, this kind of yearning for freedom. He's thinking forward to the freedom, but then at the end it rewinds back, saying, kind of inferring, I think, that he's not free yet. And I could be reaching on any of this stuff. It's just how I'm interpreting it. So first off, love the track. Sounds amazing. I expect nothing less at this point. But since it is such a small track, let's just dissect some of the lyrics here. Why don't we? So it starts with a nice somber intro. Well, there's the annotation. Let's check this out. Attention. That's what it was called. The intro track. But we start. My eyes get low on that all-white truck. I can barely see shit. It repeats. Mentions a girl. So, I mean, this is probably going to be some sort of analogy to a relationship. And I see that line is going to be repeated. We got into that Mercury line that we sort of talked about before. Overflow like Mercury, glowing with uncertainty. So Mercury is a vehicle. I don't know if that's like a brand or a make or something. I don't know. I'm no car expert, but I do recognize Mercury. Then additionally, Mercury is a chemical or compound that it's commonly used in, I think it's thermometers to keep temperature. But it is something that is not good for humans if you're exposed to it. You don't want to be touching it with your skin or anything like that. So that probably ties in with the uncertainty bit of it, because it's not safe per se. And if something is glowing with uncertainty, there could be a danger involved with that, and could be relating that to relationships where there could be a danger in starting this relationship, this or that. I might be forever gone. The repeat line with the truck. And then he says, hit the gas like you wouldn't believe it. So I think, this could have a couple meanings, right? So gas as in like smoking, but then gas relating to Chevron as in like fuel. But then if you relate to like the smoking part of it, if you get super high, you can start to lull yourself down. Weed is a depressant, and you can barely see shit, so that can relate. But also, when you have a breakup or something, sometimes driving is one of the things where you're by yourself, right? Like it's you and your thoughts and music a lot of times. And that's when feelings can come out. So it could relate to some sort of sadness. Then he goes on to say, and I mentioned this because later on he goes, "Thank God I was healing. In a time so slow, I was thinking about us rearranging pieces." So this definitely sounds like talking about a relationship. And then sort of goes on, going west. I don't got no reasons. So I think that also sort of supports the idea, just sort of driving for the mind, right? Clear your thoughts, and obviously some sort of conflict happened in this relationship, and thinking about how it could be different. So definitely a backbone of pain throughout the song. And then we get towards the outro again, where you say, "I can't be forever young. Voice let me free their hands till I'm free." So kind of yearning for the freedom of this pain. So off first listen, that's what I got out of it. It was small enough. Figured we just go check out the lyrics. Don't usually do that, but for Joji, we'll make an exception. But yeah, man, overall thoughts of the track. Again, sonically loved it. Lyrically, I probably didn't even catch everything. We just sort of briefly went through the lyrics and pointed out what I assumed could be some meaning in there. But just sounds great. His voice is so incredible, man. And I am beyond excited for this album. I'm sure we're going to get another single, right? November is a ways away yet. We better get one more single because I'm dying for some Joji. Glimpse of Us was amazing, though it's being kind of overplayed and becoming sort of a TikTok thing, which that always ruins songs. But it's a great track. This one is no exception, though it doesn't have the depth and relatability as Glimpse of Us. Still sounds great. Definitely not gonna skip it on an album. So yeah, man. If you enjoy my thoughts at all, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing. Appreciate all that stuff. Helps the channel out a bunch. And if you didn't enjoy, go ahead and let me know in the comments what I should have done better. With that being said, man, I hope you all have a blessed day. Have a good weekend. Make sure you stay hydrated. Make sure you stay safe. And I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.